We are back with another episode of Facts and
Yes,
Stats,
sir.
NBA edition. We back finally. I know it's only been a month, short off season, but somebody like me, it feel like an eternity. We gonna get right into it. We here, the usual fab for me, Ev, Mark, and Keem. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on the video, and hit that little share button too and send it to somebody. We got some good basketball topics. We gonna start off. Mark's favorite player, Paul George. He just inked himself a little deal. Since that's your favorite player, you know how we do. If it's your guy, you go last. So
That's
I'm gonna
cool
start
with
off.
me.
I'm gonna start off with Keem. How you feeling? Like, what was your reaction when you seen that deal?
I would say Slim. Like my reaction was like, damn, bro. Like what was it, like 226 million?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Do he really deserve that much after what he just did in the playoffs? You saw? Like I could use that money on some other pieces, like at least get him some help. But damn, man, like get your money. I ain't really got too much to say about it. Hopefully he just plan out to be worth all the money he got. So yeah, man, he living good right now. So that's all I got to say.
All right, I'm swinging to you, Ev.
Um, Hold on. I should have did the mathematical before the show, but I just did it real quick. So 226 5-year extension. That's 45 mil a year. Damn. My reaction, bro, straight up. When I seen the trade, I'm gonna be straight up, bro. When I seen not the trade, when I seen the extension, my first reaction was, what the fuck? Paul George, 226 million. You know what I'm saying? I respect Paul George. Don't get me wrong, and I know me and Q was on his ass for his playoff performance, as we should have been. But the man only averaged over 25 one time in his career, 23 two times, and then 2 years ago he averaged 28 in OKC. So he literally only showed alpha dog, and when I mean alpha dog, a number one option material one time. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can average 23, basically. 23, 22, 21. What he been averaging in his career. You know what I'm saying? To be that main guy, that number one guy, that's that 25 and up range. Every single superstar in the league averaged 25 or more in their career before. You can't name that one superstar that has not done that. Paul George only did that one time. So to get $226 million over a 5-year extension, days after saying you want to retire a Clipper, shit, at least he finally did something. I mean, said something and stood on it. He been saying a lot of bullshit the past couple years. He been saying a lot of bullshit. So, you want to retire a Clipper to go your 5-year extension. Now you tied to LA to the next 6-7 years. And like King said, hopefully he stand up and show that he can be that guy and don't let Kawhi down again, because Harold's gone. That's 17, 18 points per game. Ibaka's not going to come in and average that. So Harold's gone. Paul George, you need to average 25 more this season. I'm saying this right now. Episode 43. Paul George needs to average 25 or more this season coming up.
Talk your shit, boy.
Simple.
All right, so Mark, you just gonna let them talk about your boy like that? Say he ain't worth that money? You gonna let them
What
say
you
that?
mean? You said I was going last. Remember that?
So what you gonna say? So talk to them boys. Tell them, give them boys a piece of your mind, since they talking about your man's like that.
Oh, I ain't got much to say. I mean, I just hope that he get back to his grind. I hope he get back to the MVP level Paul George. That's all I got to say.
As he came out and said,
last year was last year. We gotta get over that, and we're gonna get on to this new season. We're gonna show him why he was MVP caliber like 2 years ago. We're gonna show him. So that's what we gotta say.
And I know that's your guy, Mark. I see you got something to say too, Kim. I know that's your guy, Mark, and Paul George just said in a recent interview on All the Smoke that
I saw that too.
Yeah, he's on niggas' asses. And he got his trainer back from his MVP season and da 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 da. Like, I want to believe it. I want to stand on it. Like, and some of me do. A little bit of me do.
Right.
But like I said, I just hope he step up. If he don't average 25 or more, it's bullshit. Simple.
Yeah, that's always been one of my issues with Paul George. I'm not saying don't go on the interviews and talk, but it's just like, it seemed like Paul George is always talking every time you turn around.
Right.
It's like it would have been way cooler to me if he was just like saying nothing and just came out and do, like, You like Ev seen it because he commented on my tweet when he said that. I quote tweeted it. Whoever tweeted the video, I quote tweeted it, and I was just like, "Do it then, nigga."
Yeah, do it then,
like,
straight up. Do it then.
like straight up, like I'm not even. It's to the point where I don't even really be checking for Paul George for real. And I mean, I hope so. And him signing that long deal for $200 million, that's a huge commitment.
Mhm.
And especially when you consider the fact that the salary cap, it's not a guarantee that it's gonna go up. It actually like kind of plateaued, like it stayed the same this season from last season for the first time in a long time. So, and then with the with the situation going on, it might go down. And especially when you consider the fact that the ratings are down along with that, it might go down again because they're going to have to renegotiate the TV deals.
Mhm.
So if they renegotiate the TV deals and then, they ain't getting the same money because the ratings are down and then, the global situation we in right now, then that's going to be a problem for the Clippers if Paul George doesn't come out and do what he's supposed to do as a 200 million guy. All the other 200 million guys have shown MVP caliber play. Steph 200 million, Russ 200 million. AD got 190. It's cool, close to 200 million. Well, John Wall got 200 million, didn't he?
And then much, man.
Well,
So
most
you
of
know
it,
John Wall been having a better career than Paul George.
Damn.
What? John Wall's having a better career. Stop it.
I think
Now
so.
you wanna lie.
I don't.
Now
I
you
don't
want.
know about-
Now
I don't
you
know
saying
about
too
that.
much.
I don't really rock with Paul George. I don't know if I could really say
Paul
that.
George only.
Now you talk.
Okay, I'm gonna save
Now
it.
you
I'm gonna
talking
save it.
crazy.
I'm gonna save it.
John Wall ain't been
talking
playing.
shit.
John Wall's a guy that I see
John
average
Wall.
20 and 10, bro. I see you
He
don't
hasn't
see a
been
lot of
playing.
point guards do that. Chris
Okay,
Paul,
but what's he done in
you don't see a
playoffs?
lot of point guards average 20 and 10.
Yeah,
But
but
what did
Paul
he do to
George-
get him over the hump in the playoffs, though?
This is, and what you let's not talk about playoffs, bro, because we see what Paul George done
I'm
in the
just
playoffs.
saying.
I don't
I'm
even
just
wanna
saying. You
discuss that.
saying.
I mean,
you
yeah.
just saying that he's better. So I'm asking.
yeah, he kind of got a point because we seen
What'd he
Paul
do?
George. I'm thinking like the Indiana days, which a lot of the times Paul George makes
Exactly.
forgettable. Them Indiana days, he was battling it out with Braun in the Eastern Conference
And he was
Finals.
going off.
He like when it came to playoff success, Paul George has a little bit more than John Wall. And then when you take into account John Wall's injuries,
Exactly. And they
Bro,
been
are
out
you
for
forgetting that
how many
you
years?
lucky I don't remember off the top of my head, but are you forgetting that the Wizards swept the Raptors? They swept the Raptors.
I don't
Paul
remember
Pierce hit a game winner against the Nets, I think. I don't remember all their playoff series. They beat the Hawks. Like the Wizards beat a lot of teams in the playoffs. I think I'm starting to forget a little bit. Their last
They
big
did.
playoff loss.
Wasn't Wizards in the Eastern Conference Finals at one?
They
I
was
think
going
like
to go.
once. I
They-
think they only went to like one.
They was going to go, but they lost to the Celtics, and the Celtics went on to go play the Cavs. Isaiah Thomas went crazy.
Isaiah Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, he went crazy. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I think
y'all
before
forget
that,
about
they went to
what
one.
John Wall did a little bit, bro.
No, I
He's
definitely
not-
don't
he's
because
not
John
better
Wall
than
is my
Paul
Wall
George,
is my
bro.
guy. John
So
Wall is
Everett,
my guy.
you saying
He's
you'll
not better
build your
than Paul
team,
George, bro.
you'll build your team around John Wall and Paul
Yes,
George.
easily. I was hoping that was the next question. Yes, easily.
He's crazy.
If I have to build a team, and I mean, obviously John Wall went through injuries. I mean, Paul George have to, so the injuries don't even matter. If I had to build a team still
Look
right
what he
now
came
today,
back from, though.
yeah, true. But Achilles is worse though. Achilles is worse than any injury that Paul George went through.
I mean, yeah,
Cool, you
but
see-
that John that John Paul George went through, Slim?
No,
I forgot
bro.
about that John too, Mark.
Oh, yeah,
That was his
that-
worst
yeah,
injury,
that was
bro.
crazy.
True.
And he
Nigga,
came
that
back into the
OD
MVP
broke
year.
True.
John Wall ever talked about being an MVP, bro? Ever?
Probably not.
Any
No.
of the season.
No.
So how you
And
gonna say
then
he better?
and
How you
then
gonna
Paul
say
George
better
did
than
have
Paul
that same season that almost MVP season, that when he was top 3 in the conversation. He was also in the conversation for Defensive Player of
Right.
the Year.
Come on,
So
bro.
like when you look at it, like I think there's a little bit more like career accolade wise more than John Wall, which part of that is due to John Wall being injured a lot because I'm pretty sure John Wall could have made some all defensive teams at the guard.
Yeah, of course. He's a two-way player. He's a career average 29 guy. I'm confused. Like he's a floor general. He's a pass first point guard.
Yeah, both of them are two-way players, though. You can't lie.
Exactly. And Paul George is one of the best two ways.
Yeah, no questions. I
He got
mean,
an offensive game and he got defense.
this
How's
is a
he not
debate.
better? He got offense and he got defense.
This
How's
is
he
a
not
debate
better?
that I wish I had all the accolades and stats and awards pulled up in my face. I don't got it pulled up in my face right
We
now.
come back. Let's
Yeah.
come back
Paul
to
George
we
can
coming back
shoot.
to that for
Paul
sure.
George
For
can
sure.
dribble. Oh,
We gotta come
Go
back
ahead,
to that.
go say one more thing about it, Mark, and then we're gonna switch to the next topic.
oh no, we're good. Paul
Are you
George can
good?
shoot. He can dribble. He can do all that. He got defense. How's he not better?
Hey,
How's he not better?
Okay. I can't
hey,
wait.
leave in the comment section who is better, John Wall or Paul George. Leave it in the comment section right now.
That's a
All right.
take.
All right. So the next topic we got for y'all, as we know, every year, ESPN hits y'all with the bait every single year, and y'all fall for it every single time with their little list that they drop every year, where they do the same thing where they disrespect a couple players and just get people talking about it. And now we all talking about the list. So, we're gonna pull up ESPN's top 10 list. They had we just gonna go through the top 10. We ain't gonna go through everything, but LeBron, AD, Giannis, Luka, Kawhi, KD, Dame, Curry, Harden, and Jokic. That's they 10 in order. So, Mark, since I came to you last this time, I'll come to you first. Just give me your thoughts on, do you think this is a good list, and if you don't like the list, what exactly would you change?
Yeah, I think that's a great top 10. I wouldn't really move anything around, honestly.
You like that, Ted? Like in that order?
And I'm glad my man Jokic is top 10, so that's all I gotta say.
All right. What about you, King?
It's kind of like a solid top 10. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not really mad at it. I respect it for
Yeah,
it.
the disrespect with ESPN, it more comes like, it be around like 80s, in the 80s and like the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
But like I like the players they have in the top 10. I would just kind of switch it around a little bit.
Who would you switch around?
I would have Bron, AD, then I'd have KD, then Kawhi, then I would have Giannis. First off, I wouldn't put Giannis over Kawhi.
I wouldn't put Giannis over Kawhi. No.
Yeah.
But no, I kind of agree with you. I mean, it's realistically, of course, like I guess they did this list because injuries played a factor for the like past 2 seasons, whatever. So, if we take all injuries off, it's definitely would be KD or LeBron number 1 and 2, and number 3 is a toss up. You can put AD if you want to, but
I'd probably switch AD with KD.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if we just taking off the injuries and shit, like the injuries never happen. Of course, that's everybody. But other than that,
I think even with the injuries, I think KD. I still would put KD over Giannis.
Okay.
I guess they banking on like what's probably going to happen. If KD can manage to play like at least like 90-95% of the season, then yeah, of course, he'll be that 1 or 2 player, of course.
All right, what about you, Ev? Want to talk to me?
I like the 10. Like the 10 is accurate. It's definitely the top. Those definitely the top 10 players this season coming up. But the order is bullshit. It says ESPN predicts the top 10 players this season, and then they have the order. Top 10 players this season, not the better player. It's not who's better than who. Top 10 players should be Luka, Giannis.
Excuse me?
Luka. You gotta listen to what it says. You gotta read what it says.
I ain't mad at you.
It says top 10 players this season, not who's better than who. Everyone knows LeBron is the best player in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna have a better season stat-wise, statistically coming up? Luka or LeBron? Luka.
That's not what it's all about, though.
It's
being
a top 10
player. But just because you a top player, that don't mean the best stat line. It mean the top player, like who brings the most value to their team.
Exactly.
Luka definitely brings the most value to
so
the team.
I'm going. You gotta understand. You gotta hear me out. I'm going Luka, Giannis. Then I'll probably go Dame, AD, LeBron, Harden, Curry, Kawhi, KD, Jokic. Yes, I love it. Luka and
Okay,
Giannis is
so
easily top two.
if somebody has the best stat line and
It's
they end up a 6 seed, they
look,
deserve that number one
Q.
spot.
You contradicting yourself. Look, who was the MVP last year? Giannis, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is the best player in the league last year? LeBron. But Giannis did more for his team statistically and period on the court. Although LeBron averaged 25 and 11 or 10 or whatever. You know,
Nah,
but
he did not do more. He put up more numbers, but just because you got more numbers, that don't mean you're doing more. LeBron is doing the most out of everybody.
Hold on. I mean, I get LeBron's doing his part, of course, but they wouldn't gotten further if it wasn't without AD.
exactly.
Let's be
And
real.
AD is number 2.
If we
But
going
but
home,
Giannis just had a better season than AD.
No, he didn't. Statistically, maybe, but no, he didn't.
It takes a lot for me to say this because I love LeBron and AD so much, but I'm not biased, bro. He just won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year.
He didn't deserve Defensive Player of the Year.
Deserve that.
He definitely didn't. He
No,
didn't.
that's
No,
right.
he got it. So
He won it.
Yeah,
I agree.
he got it.
We said it on the show. He didn't deserve it, but he won it. What can I do about that?
and mainly he ain't deserve it because he ain't going on Jimmy Butler. That's why he really got so much.
Yeah,
You know,
well, I think he don't deserve it because I don't think he's just as good of a defender as AD was.
of course.
AD was literally the reason why our defense was as good as it was. Giannis is more of a piece to Milwaukee's defense.
He's
AD,
still a key piece, though.
our defense kind of revolves around AD. You know, Giannis,
Right.
he already has an all NBA defense caliber big man right beside him. He had Eric Bledsoe, who's a decent defender, and Chris Middleton is also an above average defender.
who's on Giannis?
So, yeah, Giannis.
So LeBron ain't have defensive help other than AD.
No, I'm talking about AD. I'm saying AD should have won the defensive player of the year over Giannis.
But
I'm
he's
saying
saying outside of AD, y'all still had other defensive
Outside of
players.
AD,
Avery
he had
Bradley,
defensive players.
a known all NBA defensive player as well. I mean, it's not my fault he wasn't there. In the
Kyle
Bulls.
Kuzma is kind of decent at defense. So
now he wasn't that good at defense throughout the season.
Dwight
He just got
Howard.
better
Dwight
towards-
Howard. Thank you, Mark. I was just about to say that. Dwight Howard. Like, y'all had the
Dwight-
defensive presence.
JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee is not good.
it's
Yeah,
Melo.
blocker.
Blocking,
Shot
yeah.
blocker.
He went. Yeah, blocker. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Come on
Blocking.
Come on. Basically, in my
Hmm.
opinion, when I look at this list, when I see how they ranked it, I think they were doing it off who's going to do more for their team statistically and just basically on the court. And you cannot tell me LeBron is going to do more than Luka or Giannis this year. I do not agree with that.
Well, no, they can't be ranking it just solely off statistics because if that's the case, then Luka would be number one. It has to be. I think it's more of a combination of things. I'm pretty sure
But
it got to be stats.
So
It got to be your stats. It got to be, your value to the team, and it got to be, basically what you do on the court. Like all of these players have different. They're all stars, but they have different aspects to their games that some may be more valuable than others. Like you see Giannis. The reason why Giannis keeps flopping and the Bucks keep flopping in the playoffs is because Giannis' skill set is not versatile enough. It's not versatile like a person like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Luka, to be honest, bro, if Giannis didn't win the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, I probably would have put Luka over him.
yeah.
But I just ain't want to. I ain't want to go that far because I don't want to disrespect.
But
the player that won the MVP and shit.
the question was, what would you do different? And you just told me you would put Luka at 1 if it was off my logic. So basically, I'm just answering it off my logic. I mean, I think it's Luka and Giannis.
Well, yeah, if you looking at it, solely off statistics.
I think I did it right.
I mean, if you looking at it solely off statistics, yeah, you would put Luka on one. But I look at the whole thing. I look at the whole aspects of the game. I'm not just looking at statistics. It's a combination of things for me.
I look at it as like, okay, it's obviously all of them are valuable to their team or whatever. Without them, the team would probably be we don't know, probably trash, probably still okay. And of course, you got some players. I'll say like I'll throw out like Dame Harden, and you could probably throw out a Jokic, whatever. I say like when it comes to playoff time, like who really like shows. Nah, I'm gonna take off Jokic because Jokic do his thing. It's really like the team around him type shit. And we see Giannis every time we go to the playoffs, like all that MVP caliber stuff it's gone. Like he don't bring that same value, that same OC present in the playoffs like he do in the regular season. Mm-hmm. That's just how I be looking at it for real. But Luka would definitely bring all that shit. Luka just ain't got more of the offensive pieces other than Porzingis coming back. Constantly at least putting 15 up, to get them over the hump for real, to win them games.
Exactly. Like we seen Luka. Them boys was about to beat the Clippers if the nonsense with KP, because wasn't one game it was the technical foul or something like that, ejection. And then after that it was the injury.
Yeah,
they was beating them boys. Mm-hmm. And we could have been having a totally different conversation. Like that right there, if they would have lost in the first round, we could have been having a totally different conversation about Paul George and Kawhi.
True.
Can't forget about Jamal Murray.
Oh, yeah, Jamal Murray. Shout out to Jamal Murray. True. All right. Well, that was cool. Cool little, you know what I'm saying? Cool little discussion. Anybody, y'all got anything else before we go to the last topic before we run out of time?
Nah, man, get to that last topic, Slim.
All right, real quick before we run out of time, what teams are y'all looking forward to watching? Let me start off with Ev. What team you looking forward to watching other than your team?
Yeah, a team that I'm looking forward to watching other than the Heat this season coming up, I'll say the Suns. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how can Chris Paul help elevate Devin Booker game to the next level, because a lot of people saying Booker is, he's just a stat sheet stuffer. He's playing on bad teams. That's why he's scoring all those points. I want to see how Chris Paul helps elevate not only Booker but DeAndre Ayton as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Suns this year.
That's facts. What about you, Mark?
Besides OKC, I'd probably say Orlando Magic. I would say the Nets. And I would say one more team. I would say the Hornets.
Ooh. All right. Tell me why a little bit. Not too much, because Keem still got to go.
For one, I want to see the Hornets just because, LaMelo Ball. I want to see what he do. Miles Bridges. And I want to see what else about the name? The center Graham. Yeah. Devontae Graham, too. Yeah, he is.
Gordon Hayward, too. Gordon Hayward over there.
Yeah, we got to see what Gordon Hayward do with, the contract he just got. You know what I'm saying? So, Hornets, I want to see what they're going to do.
Okay. What about you, King?
Damn well I ain't watching the Bulls until, I hear that.
Hey, y'all got some bright spots,
bro. No. You know what's crazy?
Don't dog my man Zach LaVine.
No, get me wrong. I love Zach LaVine. I love Kobe White. But it's just like, I just want to at least see them, eighth seed or something. Give me something to watch, because I can't, they've been losing. They've been trash.
That's a possibility.
It's a possibility, but until they get 30 wins, then I'm going to start tuning into them or whatever. But
30 wins.
I'm going to look into the Wizards, OKC.
Oh, yeah, Wizards.
I'm going to put in Milwaukee, too, with Drew Holiday. I want to see how Drew Holiday and Middleton and Giannis work, because, of course, they always needed that third person to put them the points. OKC, I really want to see what Westbrook brings to the table, of course. And
wrong team, but wrong team. But that's what you said. You didn't say you meant Wizards. You meant Wizards.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook.
You said OKC.
No, you said OKC.
Yeah.
Bro, shit. All right.
We're good. Stay on track.
Okay, I want to see what Westbrook brings to the Wizards and all that stuff. What he brings to the table back with Scott Brooks, and people need to stop sleeping on Rui Hachimura or whatever, because I really see him being on some all-star level shit this season. And who I said, that's OKC, Kelly Oubre, and SGA. I would like to definitely see that too as well.
Kelly
Oubre with the Warriors. Oubre went to the Warriors. You good though?
Yeah, Brad. Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, Slim. Yeah, I'm just trying to see that for real. That's all.
Okay. Now I was actually gonna bring up the Bulls as one of my teams I'm looking forward to, because Bulls is one of them teams I've always paid attention to just slightly. I wasn't really tuning into their games because they was trash, but they got some pieces that I like. I like Kobe White. I like Wendell Carter a lot. I like Lauri Markkanen, and I definitely like Zach LaVine. That's my guy. I drafted him on my fantasy last year, getting points, cooking the league. But they have a lot of good pieces. And last year, I think a lot of the reason why they were so bad is because they coaching. They got a new coach in Billy Donovan now, and the players been saying, during the media days that they finally starting to feel like a family and starting to feel like a real team.
That's true. But I hate to cut you off. We all running out of time.
I
So I
know.
thank everybody for tuning in to another great episode of Facts and Stats. And like, comment, subscribe, and be on the lookout.
Yes, sir.